Multiplication table app. Enter the following number. 1. Do multiplication. 2. See full multiplication table. 3. Easy. If I put the number 4, the program says try again. Please enter the number 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 only. So now if I put the number 1, so the program will say do multiplication and enter the multiplication number. For example, I put 3, and then program say enter how far you want to multiply. For example, 12, so I put 12. So the program will show the result multiplication table of 3. So if you use 3 multiply 1 until 12, I see in here. For example, I want to do another, I put 1 again, and the multiplication number, for example, I put 9, and now for the how far I put 22. So the program will calculate 9 calculate 1 until 22, I see in here. Then if I want to see the full multiplication table, I can put number 2. So the program will show the full multiplication number I see in here. And if I want to assist the system, I can put number 3. So the program will confirm to say, do you want to assist the system? For example, I don't, I say no. Then the program will back to the main menu. So I put 3 again, and now I put yes. So now the program will end. In this clip, we are going to create the multiplication table app in C# programming. To do that, first we are going to write the variable that will be used in this program to the comment section. So the first we write the comment section like this. So the variable that we are used in here, we have the option. So the call option to make the kind of operation, and the second variable is mean is system. This is the system when user finish operation like this. So the next we are going to create. So in here we will say app start here. So in the app start we will use the while loop. So I say while this one and true. So here I can say and app start, that is. So inside the while loop we are going to write the detail of the program. So the first is about the information section. So we say console dot write say multiplication table app, that is. So the next, say console enter the following number and have first do multiplication, do multiplication, and for the second, it's about C full multiplication table, and the third we write about this is the system. This is that is so after that we had to declare the variable to get the value from the user. So we declare outside here integer opt then and is system, this value 1. So in here put this one convert dot into int32 and the console dot read line like this. So after that we had to separate that what is the number. So to do that we will do the kind of operation. So I just write here decay of operation. So we use the switch, right? So this one and decay of operation. So we will go to write the detail in the switch. So we have the case 1, 2, 3, right? So here we will write case 1 like this and break like this. So the case 1 we will talk about number 1, right? Number 1 we say about do multiplication. So I say here do multiplication. So to do that, the first you say show the information. Say console dot write. So in this section we say do multiplication multiplication like this. So after that, we will create the method. So we call multiplication like this. This create the method name multiplication, or I can say let this do multiplication. Okay, so you see that it had the error because we haven't created the detail of this method yet. So we are going to, for the case number 2, for the case number 2, we are talk about C full multiplication, right? So we just comment in here C full multiplication table, right? And then we show console dot write. So here I say C full multiplication table. And now we are going to create a method, right? You say full multiplication table. We create a method like this. Okay. And for the next we were talking about number 3, right? Number 3. So number 3 we say case 3 break so number 3 we will comment in here. Is this the system, right? Is this the system when user finish operation? And so we are writing here console dot write. I say, do you want to use the system? We confirm the user, right? So we use the do you want to use the system? We ask the user. So after that, we say console.write. Say yes or no, and then you declare the string yes or no equal console.read line. This one. So after that we have to separate that which word yes or no. So we use the if statement. Yes. So in case we use we change the value of this value to be 0. 0 means stop. So after that, console dot write, we enter a new line. Right. So now we finish for the case number 3. So the next is about the default. So we use the default statement. Default break. So in the default case, we tell the user right to put the number 1 until number 3 only. So in here say tell user to enter the number 1, 2, 3 only. So after that, you should use server. Say console dot write. Say try again and console dot write. Please enter the number 1, 2, 3 only. And in here we want to enter new line. Okay. So now we finish for the default statement. So after that, we have to, when we exist, right, we have to use the break statement. For the case number 3, we see that when the user change the value to be 0, that means they want to exist the system. So to exist the system, that means we have to stop the while loop. So we have to create the break statement to stop the while loop outside the switch. So you say here exist the system when user finish operation. So we use the if statement. That is, if this value equal 0, right? That means we stop. So change it to be break. This break means we start the while loop. So now you see that we have the error for the method name, right? Do multiplication and see multiplication table. So to do that, we have to create the method here outside the main method. So copy this one and we go outside the main method. We say static void and we put this one. Okay. So in here we create the do multiplication. So in the first, we will show the message to the user, right? So we say console write, and here we say enter the multiplication number, enter the multiplication number. We don't want to enter, so we delete this one. So after you said that, you have to declare the variable, right, to get a value from the user. So in here I say in number to console convert, right, dot to in 32 and console dot read line. That is. So after that, we have to ask the user to put the length, right, or how far. So to do that, I will say again console dot write. So in here I say enter how far you want to multiply. So enter how far you want to multiply, and in here we say example like 12, like this. So I just say this one. So in here we also don't need to enter new line, so delete this one. And after that, we have to declare the variable to get a value from the user. So I say in limit, that is equal convert dot to int 32 and console dot read line, like this. So now we get the multiplication number and how far number. So we have to calculate it. So the next, we are going to say console dot write in here. I say enter, say multiplication table of multiplication table of, like this. So here you put, I say number, right, number, this one, and then we enter new line, like this. So now we do the multiplication. Here we use the for loop to do this. We use the for loop. So I say in I equal 1, then I must less than or equal limit, right? And I plus like this. So here I say integer result equal num and multiply I like this. So it means that we use the result, right? So after that, we will display. So we say console dot write. So I say number, and then we say x, and then is I, and then equal result, this one. Okay, so after that we have to end. So here I will say console write. End of table. It is end of table. Enter new line like this. In here, if I don't, I can do this one, integer number and limit, right? And result. So here I don't need to write in many times. Okay. So now we finish for the do multiplication. So the next, so you see that the method do multiplication is no error, but the full multiplication table now is still has the red underline, so it means the error. So we have to create the detail of this method. So we go outside, start void, and pass this one, this one. So now we are going to create. So the first we have to show the information section, console dot write, say full multiplication table. Full multiplication table, and enter new line, this one. So after that, if you do the multiplication, in here we use the for loop, so for integer I equal 1, I must less than equal 12, and I plus. Here we don't need to do that, we just enter. We do like console dot write, and in here you can write I not this number. We forget to declare this one. Okay, so we use the for loop again. So for integer j, right, equal I j must less than or equal 12, and j plus. So this is just the console dot write, and in here I say I multiply j, and for the number 4, it means that we have to pad the result at least 4 character y. So I'll do like this. So after that we have to enter new line, right? Console and outside here we have to write again console dot write. Here we say and like this. So now we finish, right? In this case, you can write in here like and copy this one. Method, that is, and this one you can say So now it seems that we finished for the method full multiplication table and the method do multiplication. So let's check in the main method. Is there have the error or no? You see that in the case the number 1, the do multiplication method has no error. And the case number 2, the method full multiplication table also has no error. So it seems that our program is complete now. So just try to run the program. So let's see what happened. Press Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that our program run the result will be like this. So the program say multiplication table app. Enter the following number: 1, do multiplication, 2, see full multiplication table, and 3rd, easy. So if I put the number 1, so the program say do multiplication, enter the multiplication number. For example, I put 3, and it say enter how far you want to multiply. For instance, I put 12. So you see that it's a multiplication table of 3, right? So you do the result until 12. For example, I put the number 1 again, and now I put 9. And then if I want to increase the how far to be 22, so you see that if you increase right until 9 multiply 22, right? So I put 1 again, I put 12 and 12. So we show 12 until 12 multiply 12. So this means the first function do multiplication is okay. So next we want to see the full multiplication table. Put the number 2. So you see that it's a full multiplication table. So if you have the look like this. So after that, if you want to insist, just put the number 3. So that we're going to confirm that do you want to insist the system. If you don't, you say no. So the program back to the main menu. So I can put 3 again, and now I put yes. So now the program is in.